What have we here? Oh, it's got the Apple logo. Less than 24 hours ago, Apple introduced its Apple Watch Series 6. I think that's what's inside this bag. So first of all, we have, this is just an iPhone 11 that we're going to use to test out the new Apple Watch Series 6. New Apple Watch, and on the back it says Apple Watch Series 6 right there. In addition to the Apple Watch Series 6, Apple sent me a bunch of the new solo loop bands to try out. What's unique about these bands, which are both woven fabric or some sort of like post-consumer material that's kind of like yarn, and the silicone, the liquid silicone, is that they are a single piece band. So I guess we have a couple of different size options here. They come in 9 size options. Let's hope Apple guessed right. I don't expect, this is not a major redesign of the Apple Watch. I'm wearing the Apple Watch Series 5 right here. This is the Series 6. We're going to unbox it right here. This is a blue aluminum case, 44 millimeters. So 44 millimeter is the size I usually wear because I like a bigger size. I'm not a big guy, but the smaller 38 millimeter would not be, or is it 40 millimeter, would not be right for me. So I always like the way this opens. Oh, this is going to be pretty. The Apple Watch Series 6 is not a major redesign, but it does have some significant new features. In addition to the new S6 chip, which is supposed to be faster and potentially more battery efficient, there is a blood oxygenation measurement sensor on here and an app that goes with it. So that's probably the big marquee feature. Also has a new altimeter to constantly measure your elevation, like how high am I? Okay, so inside the box, we obviously have the Apple Watch Series 6, and we have a traditional 2-piece liquid silicone band. We will definitely, though, be trying out the single piece loop band. So this is the new Apple Watch Series 6. And I love how look at it. It's so small. But once I put the bands on, it looked different. This was it's one of the new colors, I believe. So it's 44 millimeter. Let's carefully take it out of here. And this is this is one with cell service. You can tell because it's got the you see it's got the red right there. Thought it'd be fun to look at the new Apple Watch Series 6 versus the Apple Watch Series 5, just to get a quick idea of the differences here. And the size is 44 millimeter, basically the same. The digital crowns look basically the same. But they have different weights because they're different materials, stainless steel versus aluminum. But the big difference on them is the back. So the sensors are significantly different on the Apple Watch Series 5 versus the Apple Watch Series 6. And those sensors right there are to read the blood oxygenation level. There's more sensors. Consider it's an entire circular array of them, in fact. One thing you might notice is that while the Apple Watch Series 6 does ship with a charging cable, it no longer has the USB charging adapter. And Apple cut that out for, they said, environmental reasons. So as we're setting up the Apple Watch Series 6, I figure we'll choose one of these bands, these new solo loop bands, to put on the new Apple Watch. I've got size 6 and size 7. I have a pretty small wrist, so I'm going to go with size 6 and see how that works. So there's the new solo band. Supposedly it's quite stretchy. Let's see. I'll slide this in here. Slide this in here. That looks like it may be too small for my wrist. Let's see. Well, actually, that's a perfect fit. Look at that. I have a small wrist. All right, so let's begin the setup process. It should guide me through it. I've got the iPhone 11 running iOS 14, and now it's going to have me put it next to the phone. Got that together. Okay. So it's already has the new, I can set up an Apple Watch for myself or for a family member. And that's one of the things that Apple just introduced, is being able to have multiple watches connected to a single phone. So if you want to give one to all of your kids, you can do that. So we've got that. And then let's see if we can do this right. Got it. I always wear my watches, all my watches, including my Apple Watches, on my right wrist, even though I'm a righty. Go figure. Even now you can tell the screen is pretty. You know, it's the always-on Retina display, and they actually increase the brightness to 2.5 times more than it was before, for when you have that sort of the glanceability of the screen. So what about you? Do you like the digital crown on the bottom left or the top right? I like the top right. And it's interesting to note that some people thought Apple was going to get rid of the digital crown on the Apple Watch Series 6, but they did not. So here's the big new marquee feature on the Apple Watch Series 6, blood oxygenation tracking. And of course, I'm going to enable this because I want to see how it works. The Apple Watch Series 6 has a bunch of new watch faces, so I plan on choosing one of the new ones. Sure, let's install all the apps. Why not? I am kind of curious about these more fabric-like solo loop bands. Oh, wow. Look at this. Yep. Stretchy. Oh, once again, we slip it in like that. These are so flexible, they're really easy to put on, like that. Once again, perfect fit. Look, it says it's ready. Press the digital crown to start. Ooh. Oh, that was pretty. I guess my new watch faces aren't in yet. There's no options. All right, I can tell you right away that I am a big fan of the solo loop band. It's a no-brainer. So one thing I can tell right away about these two watches is that the always-on display on the Apple Watch Series 6 is brighter than the always-on the Apple Watch Series 5. But Apple says that with the new S6 chip, that it does better power management. So even though this is going to be brighter more often, it's going to last the same 18 hours. We'll see. So a couple other things about the new S6 chip inside the Apple Watch Series 6. It's about 20% faster, supports 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi, and with the U1 chip you get ultra wideband. All right, let's see if we can access the new blood oxygenation features. So let's see. What's that? That's it? I just guessed at which one would be the proper icon for it. Okay, so here are some of the tips to take a good measurement. Make sure your watch is not too low on your wrist. Your watch band should be snug but comfortable. Perfect. Keep your watch facing up and try not to move. Resting your wrist on a table can help. I can try and do that, but it's not going to be that easy. All right, so we're not going to rest it on a table this time. We're just going to do it this way. I will run it again resting on a table to be sure. Let's start. Pretty visuals, right? Darn it. All right, blood oxygenation test, take 2. Let's press here. There's the icon. Let's relax. Oh yeah, look at me. 99%. I'm rocking it, right? Yay me. Let's see what the information says. Blood saturation, blah, 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 blah. Most people have a blood oxygen of 95 to 100%. Okay. Among the new features, not necessarily just for the Apple Watch Series 6, but with watchOS 7, which you can upgrade your previous Apple Watches to, or will come with the Apple Watch Series 6, is sleep tracking, and also a reminder, or basically a timer for washing your hands 20 seconds. So, this is technology introductions in the time of COVID. It occurs to me that the new single-piece loop bands are going to be really helpful for sleep tracking, because I often worried about wearing this while I'm sleeping, but without a clasp or anything here, it's going to be a lot more comfortable. You barely feel this. I mean, now, I don't know how it'll feel if I roll over and put this onto my body, but probably not bad. The only real question is how battery life holds up, because now you're going to be wearing this all night. But the S6 chip does allow the Apple Watch Series 6 to charge faster. So you can do like a quick charge in the morning and get enough juice probably to get you through the workday. The Apple Watch Series 6 uses a combination of LEDs and photodiodes basically to read the light reflected back, the ultraviolet light that it shoots into your wrist, which is a way of seeing the oxygenation of your blood. In addition to your blood oxygen being read on your wrist, it's also collected in your health app. And so my last reading is right here, where I got a 99%. I did pretty well. In addition to these on-demand measurements, the Apple Watch Series 6 can do background blood oxygenation measurements. So I'll get sort of some tracking. Over time, I'll get some tracking information in here. Again, it's just wellness data. I guess if it were really low, I could go to my doctor and say my blood doesn't have enough oxygen. I mean, yeah, that would be an indication that I'm probably getting ill. Some of the new watch faces. This is a cool one. Oh, that's a nice looking one. This is a good one. So let's see. That's kind of cool. We can have any character. All right. Yes, I can create my own emoji watch face here. Oops. Here. Here. And I can edit it and change my hairstyle, brows, eyes, all of that. But I've pretty much done all I need already. So here, create a watch face. And there you go. Now I'm on my own watch. I can't wait to take this guy on a hike to see about the new always-on altimeter for telling me about my elevation. When Apple Fitness Plus comes out later this year, I'll be able to exercise with this and with a screen like the one I'm using here, or an iPad, or my Apple TV, and work out with some of these trainers. The new Apple Watch Series 6 starts at $399 for the 40mm case and $429 for the 44mm case, which that's what I've got right here. That's this one. Those are the prices for the aluminum model. If you wanted a stainless steel model, it can cost you over $1,000 for the 44mm model. Obviously, this one with the cell service is going to cost you a little bit more, because not only do you pay more for the ability to make calls directly on your Apple Watch without your phone, but you have to pay your carrier an extra like $15 a month for that service. It occurs to me that some people don't even know why they would want an Apple Watch. Here's what I love my Apple Watch for. I love it for all the notifications I get, all my text messages, all my news updates. So it's all the crucial stuff that maybe I'm not pulling my phone out of my pocket, but I get a ping on my wrist and boom, I'm able to see immediately what's going on, or if I need to pay attention. I also love it for the maps and directions. So I use Apple Maps, and one of the things that I can do is when I'm driving, I get these taps for turn-by-turn directions. So that's, for somebody who struggles to find their way, that is a huge deal. And with the new biking route, so I would wear this and get on my bike and get the taps for not just street routes, but bike routes to wherever I want to go. So that's a big deal too. And obviously I can do things like I can pay with my Apple Watch, I can make calls with my Apple Watch, but you know, I don't leave the house very much anymore, so I do a lot of my calls on the phone. I've only spent a little bit of time with the Apple Watch Series 6, but you know, I like what I see. It's a super familiar design. It's got great new features. The blood oxygenation level testing is really cool. Obviously, it's still good. It's basically swim-proof. You can go up to 50 meters with this and no problem. It's still got fall detection. It's still got the noise measurement. So if noise is too loud, you'll get the alert that the decibel levels are too high for you. It's got 18 hours of battery life. It's faster. You know, it's got great speakers. If you do a lot of, you know, calls on your Apple Watch. Overall, I think that Apple's off to a good start with the Apple Watch Series 6. It looks familiar, but it's got some great, fun new features and some useful and important new features. But I really have to spend a lot more time with it before I know for certain what I think. Thanks for watching. Remember to rate, review, and subscribe.